Okay, new trip today. So as you can see here, we're in Benmore Gardens. So what we're going to do, we're going to go along the river and then we're going to take this road up here through Glen Massan. Just zoom in, so we go up through Glen Massan. My car's quite sort of gritty, so the phone keeps moving on it. And then there's a wee, goes up by the farm, and then there's a bridge across the river here, and we're going to go all the way around these tracks here to the foot of Loch Tarson, all the way around here until it drops down to the road. Okay, so we go along. This is the sort of only bit really that's on our road. The Glen Massan road isn't really very busy, so this is a bit I'm not really looking forward to. Oops, get out of the way, sorry. And that's mainly because last time I did this road I crashed my bike and damaged my left arm quite a lot. So we go along this road here till we get to Chacheg. Just after Chacheg there's a forest road that turns up here. Oh no, sorry, where is it? Yeah, there's a forest road that turns up here. Actually, it's not really shown very well. It goes up here and the forest tracks go all the way around here, and eventually we will I'll put a map up at the end showing the actual route, but we'll drop down to this road here, and then that will take us back to Benmore, and then along back along here and back to where we started. So that's it. It's difficult to show the route because a lot of the tracks are not really shown at this level of zooming, but yeah, I'll show the final route when I'm done. And here's where the river trail from Benmore Gardens comes into the Glen Massan road. Yeah, I had to stop there because my chain came off my front cog. That's not good. That's not a good start to the trip. So it's looking like my bike's going to need a wee bit of TLC in the very near future. That's us just coming up to the back of Benmore Gardens. Well, this time the chain actually broke. It was one of my quick links that broke. So yeah, I can fix that. I've got other quick links, but I've also got a new chain, but I'll try the new quick link first and see what happens. Well, we got there. As you can see from the hands, it was a bit time consuming and finicky, but we got there. I repaired the existing chain, but I do have a new chain with me which I'll use if push comes to shove, but I don't know if it's the right length, so I prefer to put the new chain on under controlled conditions. But yeah, not a good start to the ride. We've barely started. We're just at the back of Benmore Gardens, so we've got quite a long way to go. Right, it seems to be going okay. I knew something was wrong when we first started out because I could feel it slipping the gears a little bit. So I knew something wasn't right, and then when the chain came off, it very rarely does that. So about 5 minutes after the chain coming off, the whole chain just broke. So fingers crossed this chain lasts for the rest of the ride. Yeah, this stretch of road is the first test of the chain, because I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is kind of the steepest climb of the whole trip, but I could be wrong, and hopefully I'm not. You can kind of hear the gears aren't quite right, there's a little bit of ticking in them, so they need re-indexed, but not now. Oh, hold on, I'll tell you what, let's go down and have a wee look at see how high the water is. There's a lovely wee bathing pool down here. Is it here or is it the next one? Yeah, I've not been down here in quite a while. I think last time I was here was the winter and this was all very muddy. But I believe this is a popular bathing spot for the locals. Oh, just judging by the marks in the mud, it looks like it's quite slippy. There we go, very nice. You get a better view over here. So this is us in Glen Massan estate now. It's a private road, so no cars, no motorised vehicles. You are allowed to walk, you are allowed to take a bike, but nothing motorised. But it's beautiful. At the end of this you can either go right up to Gararich Glen, which eventually goes to Glen Sheilish, but we're going to be going left, which takes us up towards Loch Tarson, and yeah. Right, well, last time I came here, or 2 times ago, the bridge that we're coming up to was washed out after the floods. And then last time I came here, they were in the process of repairing it, and I have to say it's looking good. So no big detour this time, looks like we can go straight over the bridge. Oh, I forgot just how many steep climbs there were in this section. I've just done, after the bridge, this is the third steep climb I've just done, and then we have this one here as well. I don't think it's too much longer that we start losing a lot of height down to Loch Tarson. And once we get to Loch Tarson, then it's a climb back up again along the other side of the loch, eventually dropping down to the road through Glen Massan. That's pretty straightforward, and then we'll be taking a turn off at Glen Massan at the Rumbling Bridge, or just after Clachaig we'll be taking a turn off to go through the forest, and that also is a bit of a climb. So we're getting there. Anyway, I better move on because there's a lot of flying ants here and these things can bite. Oh, hello dear. Hello Bambi. Jeez, oh, I'm usually in my car when these things jump out in front of me. You know, it's the first on a bike. Right, I think we go left. Pretty sure we go left. This is a point where, when I last did this on my old mountain bike, my brake block came flying out and I lost my front brakes. But that wasn't the reason for my crash. But that comes later. But yeah, that was a fun-filled bike ride as well. Yeah, I had to stop and check my map there because I was a bit concerned that I wasn't seeing the loch yet. But yeah, I'm on the right track. The reason I'm not seeing the loch is back there where I took a left. Normally I'd have gone right because I would be going down to the loch. So that right track would take you to the foot of Loch Tarson, whereas I needed to go left and get onto this track, and this takes us up the side of Loch Tarson. Oh, I still can't get over getting such a close-up view of that deer. That was phenomenal. Definitely the highlight of the trip, I think. I'd be surprised if anything could beat that. Well, I don't think I've finished my climb, but I think that's the majority of it for this leg. But I think I used every single power level on my e-bike and every single gear to get up here. Bit of a climb, but again, I have no idea what the GoPro's seeing because of the glare from the sun on the back of the GoPro, so I can't actually see where it's filming. But that should be Loch Tarson down there. In the far corner, so sort of middle distance, that black line you can see, that's the dam. So it's good to see Loch Tarson's water levels back up to almost normal, still a little bit low, but it was a lot lower than that this time last year. Yeah, I'm well aware that my chain is a bit dodgy, so I'm doing kind of soft gear changes. So I'm trying to anticipate when I need to change gear. I'm stopping pedalling when I change gear, and then I'm easing into the pedal so that the chain's not getting any sudden short sharp sort of jars, which is how I broke my chain the first time I broke it a couple of months ago. So so far so good, touch wood. It's obviously good to be going downhill, it's a lot less effort, but it isn't, I find it's quite tiring on the shoulders, because you're constantly having to brake to keep your speed under control. So I find you're constantly looking up, looking for holes and sort of granite ledges and stuff like this. So I find my neck and my shoulders quite sore by the end of it. So it'll be good to get to the bottom now. We're getting close. I recognise this hairpin. Now what I'm not too sure about is there's a gate at the bottom of this track, and I don't think it's got a very big gap at the side, which always annoys me. They want people to be using these tracks for exercise and to get out in the fresh air, but when they put a gate across the track to stop the cars, that's fine, but there should also be an access gate at the side, because what I don't want to have to do is be lifting this very heavy bike over the gate. It's not a lot of fun. Right, the gate is closed, but it's a different gate. I'm sure last time I was here it was a 5-bar gate, so it was quite high, and looks like they put in a side gate as well. Well done, Forestry Commission, well done. Oh well. That's 2 for 2. That's 2 for 2. I was that concerned about the road that my pedal caught those raised chuckies there. So that's twice I've been here on the bike, and twice I've crashed. But I learned from last time. I didn't try and control the fall, which meant I didn't put my arm at risk. I just tucked everything in and let the fall happen. But I've taken a fair bit of skin off my elbow, and I've done something to my thumb as well, but apart from that it's all good. We're not even on the road, we're not even at the point where I had my last crash. Can't believe I crashed in such a stupid place. Right, well, hopefully that is the last bit of drama for this bike ride. So I just want to get off this road. I was going to stop there and have my lunch, but I just want to get off this road as quickly as possible. And then get back to the caravan as well, get some antiseptic in these cuts. Oh man, honestly, you couldn't make this stuff up, you really couldn't. Just constantly keeping my ears open for any cars behind. But I'm not going to go too far over, because that's the mistake I made last time. I don't know if you can see how much the tarmac is raised above the ground here. Quite high, a good couple of inches. and that's how I had my crash. The last time I was here, I moved over for a car, and my rear wheel just caught the tarmac ledge. The bike flipped, but no, I'm going to keep well over this time. Oh man, 2 big lorries there. Pulled into the lay-by to let them by, went to put my foot down in the grass, and there was a hole under the grass. When I went to put my foot down, there was a hole there. So when I went, just kept going, fell over. But thanks for coming back though, I appreciate that. You're a gentleman. Oh man, and that's why I love Scotland. When I had my chain, when I was fixing my broken chain, I had 3 different people stop and ask if I needed any help. So I just love it here. Everyone looks out for everybody else. Okay, that's twice I've fallen over now, and we've only gone about a mile. That's us at Clickegg. Not much longer now, and then we'll be back onto the forest trails, and then I can relax a wee bit. But then in saying that, 1 out of 2 of my falls was on the forest trail. So go figure. This is a lovely wee village. It's got a secret. It's got a secret, which I'll tell you about in a minute when we get to it. In fact, you can start to see it now. Well, you can't see it, but off to the right, on the other side of the wall there, there's an old gunpowder factory. It's quite extensive. You know, if you can get in, which is getting harder and harder each year. But if you can get in and wander about, there's lots of old buildings, and it's very interesting. Again, I've got another YouTube video about that as well. Yeah, I didn't think this track looked right. I've gone too early, so it's the next track, which is a bit of a bummer because I had to get off the bike because of that gate. And then I had to climb through some bushes as well, so which means when you do that you have to spend a wee bit of time doing a tick check, making sure you didn't get any ticks on you. So a bit annoyed with myself that I went off the road too early, obviously too keen, but that's cool. Next time I do this I'll know better. Here we go. I don't know why I got it wrong, because I knew this was the path that led to the venison sales place. So no idea why I got it wrong, but I did. Oh, decisions. Left or right? I think it's right. I think it's right. Oh, we'll soon find out. Yeah, so far so good. I think right was the correct decision. I think left led up to the showroom for the venison, the guy that sells venison, and also a car park and also his house. So I think we've gone the right way. Yeah, back to checking the map again, because the landscape's changed so much. On top of that, there are so many tracks, side tracks, and nearly all the tracks don't go anywhere. So there's only really one combination of tracks that I need to take that'll take me back down onto the Benmore road. I think I go right here. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of recognise this bridge. Okay, so 3 choices: uphill, straight on, and to the right. The right's obviously leading to someone's house. My gut feeling it was to the right, that right track that I take, but the map's saying go left. So we'll go left. We're definitely going in the right direction, because I can see Kilmun off to my right. I can see the Holy Loch. So we're definitely going in the right general direction. It's just whether this is another dead end or not. Oh, that was close. Caught my pedal off another rock. But this time, no tumble. I thought I'd taken a wrong turn, because that's come on over there, and that's Inverrect down there, so we're obviously going above and beyond Inverrect. So I thought we were going the wrong way, but like I say, all the trees are all down here now, so the view is completely different. But according to the map, if I keep going on this track, eventually I'll get to a hairpin, and that will drop me back down to about here, which is kind of where we want to be. So smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast. So what we want is, if you can see it down there, there's like an old sort of manor house. So the road that we want is just beyond that, just by it. So I'm kind of hoping this track will come out down here somewhere. Right, so again, as a split, you can either go straight on here or go right here. The map says go right, and judging by the view and from what I can see, right is where we go. And it's pretty damn steep. Lovely views though. Again, this all used to be forest, so you could not see those views. I'm wearing my glasses and my eyes are watering, so I'm having trouble seeing. I have to stop. I'm wearing my glasses so I can read the map, but I can't see properly with all the air coming round and hitting me in the eyes. So glasses away and back we go. This is a sort of track where it's so uneven Got to watch out for rock ledges, little bits sticking up that'll catch your pedal. Yeah, this is not fun. I'd hate to be doing this without hydraulic brakes. Even with hydraulic brakes, it's pretty damn tough. I think this is where we go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I was about to say I didn't recognise this track. Yes, I do. I was expecting to come down here. So, yeah, when we come back, I took the wrong road. I went too high. So yeah, main thing is I know where we are now, so we'll go left here. And that is us just coming up to the Inverrake. Oh yeah, sweet bump, didn't see that. But, yeah, this is us coming up to the road through Benmore. We're coming out to Inverrake. Oh, God damn these ants. Right, I know exactly where we are now. I can stop looking at the map. We're going to go left here. We're going to stay in this road until we get to Deer Park, and then we're going to turn off and follow the track along the river to Benmore Gardens. When did flying ants become a thing in Scotland? It was a few years ago that I walked through my first cloud of flying ants, and it was very localised. It was just that one wee spot, and that was a couple of years ago. Got stung twice off them, or bitten, or whatever it is ants do. But this year, they seem to be all over the place. I think I know where I went wrong when I was up in the hills. At the bit where I said there was a choice of 3 tracks, one obviously went to the guy's house, one went up into the hills, which is the one we took. Now the reason up into the hills was because there was a sign up saying walkers this way, pointing away from the 3rd track. So I think that's the track I should have taken. I think it goes in front of the guy's house, which is why he probably put the sign up. But it is a legitimate trail to take. So yeah, I think if I'd taken that track it would have saved me quite a lot of altitude and quite a lot of map reading. Anyway, we are where we are, and I know better for next time. Right, and that's us coming to the Glen Massan road, which goes off to the left, which is where we started this video, pretty much, which felt like hours ago. Well, it was hours ago. So we are taking the river trail, which will take us back to Benmore Gardens. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully my wee tumbles gave you some amusement. It's just a pity I wasn't recording them at both times, but I hope you loved the deer. That's certainly the highlight of the trip for me, was that deer. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next video.